Hello, lovely people! Welcome to the Geek Cupboard. I am Penj, and it's time for some more Academia School Simulator. And last time out was a kind of mixture of highs and lows. I think there were more highs than lows. So let's start on the highs. And the highs were that we got to play with some exciting new zones and rooms. Let's zoom into this one just here. Look, it's a basketball court. So this is one of the new things that got added in the game update. And this is great. I like this. Look, it's a basketball court. There's baskets and a court and the lines and the round bits and the red things. I don't know anything about basketball apart from you have a ball and you put it in a basket and that's about it. But we've got a court in. We've got little benches for them to sit on and cheer on their team, or, you know, where the subs sit or whatever they are in basketball. I don't know. So I like that. That can only be used by a certain year group. I forget what year group it is. That's the seniors. Right, so the seniors, so the fours, the year fours, can use that, and that's it. So for whatever reason, the other year groups are not allowed to use the basketball court. That is just for the older kids. And then we got to put in this. As well as the basketball court, we got to put in some swimming pools. Look at these! 5 lanes of swimming pool. We put 2 in because it made sense to have a couple of them in at the same time. And look at that. It looks very lovely. They're having a little swim. So Willie Loy is having a swim. Dominique Nydam is thinking of burgers, but is going to have a little swim. And this is a bit weird because they jump in with their clothes on. They stand on the little sort of whatever they are, little diving board type things, and they jump in, they have a little swim with their clothes on, they get out with their clothes on, and then they go back to do schooling things after that. So it's a little bit strange, but do you know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. Now, one thing that I did say in the last part was they should jump in when they're in swimming about. Surely, because they're in a pool, it should affect their hygiene, and their hygiene should go up because they're getting nice and clean. And a few people pulled me up on this in the comments and said, have you ever been in a school swimming pool? They're not that clean. You probably wouldn't get very clean in one of them. And do you know what? Yeah, I entirely agree. I stand corrected. Probably jumping into one of these is not going to be the cleanest thing. It's going to be full of chlorine. You're going to smell afterwards. There's no showers either. So you can't go and shower it off. You know, you can't go and wash all the chlorine off. And also, a thought did occur to me that potentially some of the more nefarious troublemaking kids might use this as a bit of an excuse to possibly have a wee. I'll just say how it is. They might just wee in the pool, you know, to help with their bladder, their bladder value. They might want to bring their bladder value a bit up by having a wee in the pool. And again, if you're going to jump in the pool and have a swim and it's full of whittle, then yeah, it's not going to help you really in the hygiene stakes, is it? So yes, maybe them swimming around in here isn't overly hygienic. And also, yeah, the fact that they get out and they're in their clothes still is probably not hygienic either. So there we go, but they're in. However, this did come at a cost because the update gave us these shiny new things, but also it gave us this here. It gave us a satisfaction report, and the satisfaction report has meant that some people have dropped out of the school. Some people have left the Geek Cupboard Academy, and it is called the Geek Cupboard Academy again because we bought the naming rights back from the dollar store or whatever it was. So look, 2 people have dropped out because there are not enough urinals and cubicles for peeing. Now, I disagree. I think there are plenty of urinals and cubicles. I think you're just probably doing other things and then realising that you need the loo too late, and then you're blaming sort of, the school's lack of urinals and cubicles on your own kind of poor bladder control or whatever. Because most of them are fine. Most of them are fine. There are proper places to pee. There are proper places to poo. This number here, I've now worked out, is the number of students that have this opinion. So there's 382 students in the school right now. 235 of them are content there are proper places to go for a wee, and 168 of them are happy that they can go for a poop somewhere. However, some here are saying, I hate peeing in the bushes and I hate pooping in the bushes. I don't know how you're pooing in the bushes, unless you're going through the staff-only door, which does sort of raise the point of why is there a staff-only door if the kids can go through it. That's a bit annoying. A few of them couldn't get food, some of them are a bit tired, some are a bit bored, that kind of stuff, but most of them are pretty happy. Most of them are happy with it, except these 2 that have dropped out, which is unfortunate. So now we've got to figure out what we want to do next, and they're dropping out because of a lack of toilets. Let's move time on a bit. So where can we put some more toilets? It's a bit weird because there's some down here, there's some here, there's some tiny toilets here. Lynette Vullo dropped out because your school is boring. My goodness me. So somebody's dropped out because they're bored. Okay, fine. Well, I can't really do much about that. You've got plenty to do here. You've got massive common areas. You've got loads of different rooms to go into. Okay, fine. Well, that's your loss, isn't it? Never mind. Bye-bye. Cheerio. I just waved there. I don't know who I'm waving at, but bye-bye, whatever your name was. There's some toilets here as well, and they're both, they're quite big. the male toilets and female toilets are very, very big. There are an awful lot of cubicles in there. So we've got ourselves 1, 2, 3, 4 individual toilet areas. Granted, 2 are very, very tiny, but still, they work. You know, these down here, they're very small, but it's still some toilets. Whoa, extreme close up on you, madam. Sorry, Ariana Powell, or whatever you were called. But yeah, so they're very small, and they can still be used, so it's all fine. So I'm a bit confused as to why they're complaining so much about toilets. I don't know where we could build them. This is going to be the new cafeteria, just here. So we can't really build any in there. That's not really going to help, because the idea is that the kitchen links them together. Unless we put one just here. Could we put, say, a toilet just there, expand the kitchen over, and then have the other cafeteria bit up there? And then, why does the zoom keep going so extreme? I keep getting some extreme close-ups. So yeah, if we go to the blueprint tool, somebody else has dropped out because of a lack of urinals and cubicles. Really? Really, really? I mean, even, where's the furthest point from a toilet? Where's the furthest point? Probably just here. Even in this classroom up here, in this corner, you're, what, a minute away from the nearest toilet, which is down here? I don't know if that's a bug or it's just very extreme, or those people just, really, really needed the loo and they couldn't find one so they've dropped out. I do not know. But let's have a focus over here and see if we could, in theory, get a toilet in place. So they don't need to be big, do they? They need to be only 3 wide. So if we said 1, 2, 3... So if we had a little toilet in there like that, expanded the kitchen over to that area, so we could get more stoves in and more sinks and more fridges and all that kind of stuff, and had that as a big cafeteria area, I think that would still work. And we'd have another toilet in for them to complain about, because, I know they like complaining. That might be what we have to do next time out, because we've got not much money right now. But I think that might work. I think that is another toilet being put in there. But at the minute, we can't really do much else about it. Can't really do much. Where could we put a toilet? What are these rooms here? How big are the classrooms again? They're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by 5, aren't they? How big are those? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. So they're classroom sized. So they're going to be classrooms, just on a slightly different orientation, because they're 6. Hang on, what are they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So these ones are sort of 6 high and 5 wide. They are 5 wide and 6 high, but that's fine. So that's 4 more classrooms. That's going to be the cafeteria. There's a big block here where we could put toilets. We could change one of those rooms up in the corner into a toilet as well, or a couple of toilets. We could split it up and have a couple of toilets or whatever. So we're going to run out of room for these things. Oh, good. A delinquent student has been set straight. That's a good thing. Let's have a look at delinquency. Nobody. None of them. But somebody's in detention. Somebody's in detention, but whatever. They've clearly just, maybe they just said a rude word quietly behind their back and the teacher got a bit uppity about it or something. I don't know, but whatever the case, that's fine. So yeah, how are we going to get more toilets in? And again, we're not going to be able to do it anytime soon because we don't have the money to do it. A little bit of extra money coming in from the cafeteria, but it is not going to be enough. So maybe we think about putting toilets into this area, or we simply move it on to the end of year 8 and then maybe get this bit changed round. So put a toilet into there, change that into the kitchen, and then get the new cafeteria in. But we don't need the new cafeteria right now. That's the issue. We don't need it at this current moment in time because we've got plenty of room left. So I don't know where we can put any more toilets that's going to make a big difference. Okay, what we might do is, up here, look, if we erase this wall just here, take that out, and then let's get ourselves a wall outline and have a room that's 3 wide like that, and then have another room that's 3 wide, and another room that's 3 wide. So this could be 3 individual sets of toilets. We could have, I don't know, male, female, neutral, and you can pick whichever one you want to go into. Whichever one tickles your fancy, you can go into. And of course, that means we can get a row of urinals or cubicles along one side, a row of sinks on the other. We can do that 3 times. That has got to help. That's got to be a good thing. The only thing is that we need to expand this up a bit. So we'd need to kind of get all those walls constructed and then all the flooring in and then complete this bit as well, which is just going to be very expensive. It's going to be really, really costly. So we can't do that right now. Also, somebody did remind me to do this, so I should do that right now. There we go. Common room sort of area expanded. Lovely. I think that's what we might do. That could be another toilet area. And of course, all these kids along here can come and use that. We could put a toilet along here as well. In fact, why don't we zone that out as well? If we go to wall outline, 1, 2, 3. So there we go. Just put that along there. That could be a great big gender neutral toilet. And we can just split this up into different sort of other rooms or whatever we want to do. So that could be another toilet. We can have the toilet over here somewhere possibly. If we have, say, another couple of councillor offices or whatever. How big are they? 1, 2, 3, 4 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 by 6. So if we had another councillor office, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If that was a councillor room, that could then be another toilet just there. I mean, yeah, okay, it's a square too tall. I'd rather have 3 rather than 4. But again, it's fine. It will work. We could have things across that wall, sinks across that wall, and a door or whatever. So that would work. So that'd be another toilet up that side. Maybe put another toilet along here. I don't know, or maybe make that a toilet as well. Because if that's a problem, if that is a problem, we obviously need to do something about it. But right now, we just don't have the cash. So let's move time on. Let's see how many more students leave due to a lack of toilets or boredom or whatever. But yeah, I think we're doing okay. Year 8, day 2, we've done all the research. We're going to get a little bit of money tomorrow, so we could start working on that bit up there. Because that's the only space we've really got that's next to anything. They're too far away. There's already loads of toilets down here. I don't want to change one of those into a toilet because they're going to be other sort of useful rooms. So yeah, maybe we just start doing some work on this bit up here. And the builders can get out. There is a staff door just there. So the builders could start doing extreme close-up again. The builders could start doing some work on these bits and bobs up here. So let's just see what we can do with 5,500 monies. Let's build that. Well, that's a fifth of it gone. And then a little bit more of it's gone. And probably all of it's going to go by the time we've built these walls. So, yeah, it looks like all these are going to go. So, yeah, my funds. Oh, yeah, there we go. No, I can't afford to build that. There we go. We'll put that brick wall back in. And that's it. All I can build is some walls. The builder can go out, build some walls, and then we'll have to wait again. So there we go. Let's sit back. I actually genuinely have some tea. I shall sit back, sip at my tea, and we'll wait for day 4 when we get paid, and we'll try and do some more stuff over here. Well, we've acquired quite a bit of money from just food and vending machines and things, so we might be able to get back and do a little bit more of this. So if we just outline that and say, yes, can we have that as walls, please? And then go through and say, right, doors can go in the middle. So one there, and one there. That's okay. I don't mind that so much. And that leaves us with all of 645 monies to then do what we want to with. Okay, I don't know what on earth we're going to do with that. So next time out, a lack of toilet cubicles. Again, that's a little bit silly. Let's drag that across there and get this sort of area done. Maybe next time we'll just get this bit zoned out. Although I think that's going to be very expensive. Somebody else has dropped out because our school is boring. I mean, at this rate, there's going to be no one left. There's going to be nobody left in our school. Oh, repair that thing, please. Absolutely. Go and repair that, builder, folks. So, yeah, there's going to be no one left. Oh, more stuff to repair. Is there anything else to repair while I'm looking around? Is anything else falling apart? No, everything else looks more or less sort of intact. So, yeah, our funds are running low, I know. But that just topped my money up. So that's a good thing, right? So, yeah, maybe we get this done then. We just get this bit zoned up here. We bring this bit down here and we get this whole extra bit of common area done. We zone that up to there. We get those done as bathrooms. But then, yeah, it's going to be a long time before we can get all this done. It's going to be a long old time before another person's dropped out. There's going to be no one left. There's going to be no students left. So, yeah, we need just a lot of money. We need just a great big cash injection. I don't know if 2,871 on the next day is going to make that much difference. But, of course, this is coming down. For every student that drops out, we get less income because the whoever it is, the authority, the council or whatever, the state is paying us to teach these kids. And if we're not teaching enough kids, they're not going to pay us. So that's coming down, this is a problem as well. It's a bit of a problem. I don't really know what else we can do apart from just keep on doing what we're doing. Maybe to get these toilets in as a priority sort of thing, we don't zone out that whole bit. We just have a tiny little sort of corridor coming up here just to make sure that we can at least get these toilets in. I think that might be our best course of action. Ta-da! In comes the not as much money as it once was income. There we go. So we've got ourselves $4,000. That's not going to last long. That's not going to last long at all. So we go to build ourselves a bit of wall, even if we just said, yeah, there and down to there. That's 990 just to build that bit there. We can demolish that though, which is nice. That'll get us some money back, but then the money we got back, we're then going to have to spend on flooring for just here. And then we have to put flooring into all of those. So bathroom tiles, how much is that going to be? 500. There you go. So already a lot of money has gone on getting that done. The only thing is we could change that into a toilet, couldn't we? That could be a loo now. If we can get that working, if we can go for toilet and just say, I don't know, right, this can be, I don't know, the girls' toilet. That'll do. It's for the girls. So they can have a toilet by the door and a sink. And I think that's all it needs, isn't it? That's all an actual valid sort of toilet zone needs. If we go to toilet and make that, yeah, we'll have one of each because why the heck not? So we'll have a female toilet just there, and that is now valid. That is a valid female toilet. That will work, and the kids can get in there. I mean, it's not brilliant at the minute. It's not brilliant because there's a bit of wall there that's not, yeah, it's not quite been finished. It'd be nice if the builders could get on with that and everything, but, you know, that's fine. We'll work around it for now. Let's clear the blueprinting stuff for just there as well. So, yeah, that's a female toilet. It's in, it's working. Now, can we do the same for a neutral toilet and then go there as well and do that? Yeah, okay, right. We haven't got enough money left to do the flooring for the other bits, but that's fine. That's okay. Also, can we please knock this bit down? Can we demolish that? Is anyone going to do that, or are you just going to ignore me? Like you ignore me in all the other things that you do. I think, yeah, go and build those floor bits. Go and put those tiles down. And then whoever knocks this down, you can go and have a nice cup of coffee. Mohammed, I'm looking at you. I know you love the coffee. I think it was Ronaldo, actually. I think it was Ronaldo. Oh, no, are you actually doing it? Are you actually doing it? No, you're entirely ignoring it. Okay, why? Why are you not taking this bit down? Please. Okay, don't do it. And now, demolish. Remember, there's a cup of coffee in it. Come on, somebody remove this. No, nobody's coming to remove it at all. The builders have decided to just down tools for the day, and they're just ignoring my commands. Okay, fine. You won't get paid then. There you go. There you go. Who is it? Who is it? Yeah, it is Ronaldo. Okay, and a bit of teal flooring just there, just to finish it off. Funds are running low. And again, it's 10 a.m. It's 10 a.m. and I'm just going to have to sort of sit and wait for the next day to roll around because I just don't have enough money. Let's see how many students drop out today. 375 we've got currently. So how many are we down? We're down one freshman. We're down no sophomores, so there's still the full complement of sophomores, 96 of those. We're down 4 juniors and 4 seniors as well. That's not very good, is it? So in total, we're down 9 students. Oh dear, yeah, that's quite a lot of money. If we get, say, whatever, I don't know how much we get per student, per, you know, what we get paid, but even if it was 200, that's almost $2,000 a day that we're going to be missing out on. That's quite bad. That's quite a bad thing. Okay, fine. Well, we can't think about it now. Let's see if all this stuff up here does help out in the long run. Now, my original plan was to get this bit in and get these as classrooms, get some more students in, get some more money. But I don't think we'll be able to do that. I don't think we'll be able to get that in. I just don't think we've got the cash. As you can see, we've not even got... Oh, there you go. We've got quite a big chunk of money from the cafeteria there. But yeah, we've got 611 monies to our name. It's not very much, is it? It's not a lot of money. And it's 360 to put a toilet cubicle and 225 for a sink, which seems very expensive. So yeah, I mean, if we drop in one toilet cubicle just there, we can just about afford a sink. So there you go. If I put a sink just there and then zone this, the neutral one can go in the middle. Why not? There you go. Zone that as a neutral toilet. There you go. That's now a valid toilet. But again, that's good. That's fine. I like that. It's nice and in the middle and it's a valid thing. So they can go and use it if they want. But yeah, we're going to have to wait again for day 5. So I'll sit back, have more tea, wait for day 5 to appear. Oh no, the fantastically named Isabel Purrington, that's a brilliant name, has dropped out because the school is boring. I mean, I don't know how to make it more fun. How can you make it a more fun school? I don't really know what you need to do. We've got plenty of rooms. We've got science rooms where you get to play with the volatile chemicals and Bunsen burners. Music rooms where you can go and bash a piano a bit and try and make some music. Art rooms, go and draw some potentially obscene pictures or draw some insulting pictures to teachers or whatever. You've got all sorts of computer rooms. You can go on the internet, go and have a little look around at the internet on the computer rooms. Basketball courts, swimming pools. Libraries probably not the most exciting. It depends what floats your boat, I guess. But libraries, go and have a nice read of a book, escape into a book. I don't quite know what else we need to do to make it not boring. And Dong Wylam has also dropped out. Oh no, Dong, don't drop out. Stay with us. Stay with us. But no, he's gone as well. So we're down to 372 students. The students they're just all falling. They're just all falling by the wayside. It's all just not going right, is it? My students are unhappy. Why? School is so boring. Not enough cubicles, not enough urinals. These people are still peeing in bushes. I don't get it. They're not peeing in bushes. I don't understand. They can't get out. They can't get out to pee in bushes because this is a staff-only door, unless that is still broken. How about then, we've got a little bit more money again now. We should be able to place one of those there and a sink just there, and then turn that into a male toilet. So that should be nice. And then, how about then we get another cubicle in each of those. So one there and one there. Doesn't leave us with much money anymore. So maybe when the next day rolls round, we'll put some more of those in. But of course, each one of these we add as well brings our money down. Because each one of those costs water. We have to pay water. And yeah, we put a toilet in, we have to pay a little bit of water, which means our income comes down even more, which means we have less money to spend on stuff for the next day. So yeah, it's all becoming a bit of a vicious cycle, isn't it? We kind of need to get to the end of the year, really. We need to get to the end of the year, get to the end of 8, see what happens, get a load of money, and then come back and do all this stuff. Because at the minute, we're now at a point where we can't really do much. We've got no money to change anything. The students are all dropping out left, right and centre. We've got not much in the way of income. So next time, when we get paid, and they're paid the big bucks, not the little bit of money that we're going to get tomorrow, but when we get paid actually the big bucks for our performance, maybe we build this bit in, get these 4 classrooms in, that brings us another, whatever it is, 64 students into the fold. 64 students, that's a load more money. We might need some more teachers or whatever, but I'm sure we can work that out. So yeah, that might be the best thing we need to do. But it ain't going to happen with this much money. It's not going to happen with 2,300 monies each day. So it's just going to be a case of just waiting for the end of the year, I think. I don't think there's anything else we can now do. I think we just sort of stuck. We're just stuck with not very much cash. So yeah, 2,600. They're repairing things that's coming down a little tiny bit. So yeah, what we might do is sit back and wait. We'll have to monitor what's going on with the students, see who's dropping out. So there's 372 of them at the moment. Their motivation is very good, though. That is incredibly good. And in fact, taking a look at these subject stats over here, it's day 5 and language is almost at 80. I mean, they've not even done day 5 yet. So at 4 days, that's how much sort of score they've got in language. That is brilliant. Oh, well done, everybody. Yeah, that's really encouraging. Sophomores have got 84 in art, and they've only done 4 days of it. So another 5 days, they're going to be absolutely fine. The juniors are a little bit struggling around, I suppose, and the seniors, all the stats look great. Look at how green everything is. Look at the green. Oh, this is lovely. How can they all be leaving because of lack of toilets and stuff? I mean, all the bladder values are really good. I mean, okay, right, it's not even 8 in the morning, but that's all looking good to me. It all looks fine. Let's have a quick check of this thing. So yeah, school is so boring. 6 people think it's boring. 3 people think there's not enough cubicles. 3 people think there's not enough urinals and cubicles. Okay, so I have to try and sort that out. Unhappy is I can't get food. More fun, pooing in bushes. Doesn't make any sense. You can't get to the bushes. Okay, and only 1 student is absent on day 5 due to sickness. That is very encouraging as well. I remember the original playthrough of Academia where all the students were ill because it kind of bugged out. There was so much illness and sickness and disease. So that is really encouraging to see. I like seeing that. 1 student on day 5 is ill. That is good. I mean, it's not good for them. It's not good for the student that's ill, but it's pretty good for us. While I wait, I'm just doing a little bit of sort of fidgeting around with the blueprint tool. I think that across there is going to be another toilet. So it can be another long gender neutral toilet. We'll have a door at each end and it can just be full. Cubicles on one side, sinks on the other. That is a lot of cubicles and sinks and urinals and whatever in there. That's a lot of stuff. So we'll fill that up. And then I think we'll just have some rooms along here. The only thing is this last room along here has to be a tiny bit smaller. These are 7 wide. And this one here is 6 wide. Unfortunately, it just doesn't quite fit a 7 wide room at the end there. But that's fine. And we've earned 10 grand from vending machines. I don't know if that's a thing to celebrate or not. Go healthy eating, kids. So I don't know what we can put in these. We could always just make these like a library, a science room, an art room, and whatever else at this end. I don't think we'll put a computer room up there because they'll be, they fit in quite nicely like that. But you could put, library, science, art, music, 4 of those in there like that. That would fit quite nicely. And then that's that bit sorted. Big long toilet. That's classrooms. That's classrooms. That's 2 other special rooms. That's classrooms. That's classrooms. There's a lot of classrooms going on, isn't there? There's slightly less special rooms than I would like. Maybe we turn these away from being classrooms. Because if that's a load of classrooms there, they're all classrooms across the top. That is also classrooms. That is and that is. That's a lot of classrooms coming in. That's a lot of kids and possibly not enough of the special rooms. And so they're all going to claim to be bored. Now, of course, that out there is going to have fields and things and a track and what have you up in that corner. So that'll be okay. That's another load of special rooms. Obviously, it's easy to overlook this because you think, it's in the corner, it's fine. That's going to have extra stuff in it as well. But how many extra classrooms? In fact, how many extra classrooms at this rate are we going to have? So 4, 8. What's that? 8, 9, 10, that's 14, 16, 18, 22 extra classrooms just from that. And then all the ones across the top, 23, 24, 25, 26, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if we did that, there would be 40 extra classrooms. That is a heck of a lot of students. That is a lot of students, a lot of teachers, a lot of stuff going on, a lot of toilet requirements. Maybe we don't have, but then we need special rooms. I think we need to maybe take this out of being a classroom arrangement and maybe make this as special rooms. But then, someone else has dropped out. Kimberly Buttermore, that is another good name, has dropped out because it's boring. I apologise, Kimberly. I'm very sorry. Of course, that bit up there is going to be common area. That's good for the kids. Someone else has dropped out because it's boring. Nobody's left in the school anymore. It's all fine. It's all fine, everybody. Don't worry about it. Can we do anything with these? How wide are these? How wide is this block here? Or do we make that another one of those? Take this area, this area here, and just make it another load of special rooms. And don't have that as classrooms in order to stop the students getting bored. Because we can draw a line up the middle. So that works well. That is not where I just drew that line, Blueprint Tool. That is not where I drew that line at all. I drew it up there like that. Thank you. So how wide are these? So that's only 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we drew a line across there, we can have a computer lab and another computer lab perhaps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, that doesn't really fit. What if we just did a line in the middle like that? Like that. Split that up and have 6 and 6. So I think that's probably better. 1, 2, 3, 4. The thing is that they're only 4. Or are they 4 or 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, they're 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can we split it so there's 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 line. No, it just doesn't work. It's not sort of tall enough for that. Unless we incorporate that into it as well. Hang on, let's move time on. We might as well move time on to get stuff going. Maybe we incorporate that in. But then we want that as a toilet. But that could always just go up to there. We don't have to have a corridor along there. It would ruin the symmetry a little tiny bit. But I'm happy with that if it gets us some more sort of rooms and stuff in. So now how big is that now? If we then remove that there and that there. If we then say we wanted 4 across the top. So we can have a couple of computer labs there and there. That'd be good. Someone else has dropped out. Diane Gwynn. Oh, Diane, you fool. You don't know what you're missing out on. 5 and then draw a line across there like that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 1, 2, 3. Yes, that's perfect. Yeah, I like that. So we're lacking a corridor along that way. That's absolutely fine. I can cope with that. And we've also lost 6 classrooms or whatever it was from there. Still got the 6 there. Still got some more here. Still got some more along here. See, do we want that to be classrooms? If all those are going to be classrooms across the top, maybe we don't need these as classrooms. Maybe we make these special rooms as well. So let's clear that. And then let's grab the wall outliner. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Right, that'll fit quite nicely just there into the middle. I'm just putting the rooms back in exactly how I did it, aren't I? That's what they were. But I can't split them down the middle. But again, they could just be 2 special rooms. We could just put in, I don't know, a basketball court in one of them. And then, I don't know, an art room in another one. And that stops the kids getting bored. Okay, yeah, school is so boring. 9 people now think it's boring. It's coming up to lunchtime on day 6. We haven't lost anybody yet. We've got 369 students remaining, but none have gone on day 6, I don't think, which is quite nice. I think, so we've got ourselves almost 7 grand. Let's try and start zoning out this a little bit. Now, it will mean that the builders are going to have to walk all the way around here, but they're not doing anything else right now, I don't think. So we might as well try and get some of this stuff in. So let's get ourselves some brick walls. Let's just put those walls in for now. Don't put one there. Put one there and there and there. And then, I mean, all the money it absolutely plummets when you go for building things. Good grief. So put that wall across like that. And then we'll get some doors, and we'll put the doors on... What are the doors like on the south-facing ones? Yeah, so like that on this side. So we'll put the doors, swivel it round a little bit. Go on, swivel around. There we go. So one there, one there, one there, and one there. And that'll have to do, I think, because I don't think we can afford... Can we get that other wall across the top? Can we get that wall just there, but leave a gap for them to walk through because they're silly? When they're finished doing all this, we can knock those walls down. So take that down and that down, then put that wall in, and that'll be fine. But the minute they've cleared off, they've entirely cleared off. I don't know where they've gone. Where have the builders gone now? I give them one job to do. They came and built, what did they do? 2 wall sections. They built 2 wall sections, and now they've gone back. Oh, no, right, maybe they went for lunch or something, a late lunch, I don't know. So they can start doing this. They're putting the doors in first. How do they put a door in first? Surely a door needs a hinge. A door needs a hinge. What's this hinge to? How is this door magically staying upright? It's just academia magic. That's what it is. So yeah, they can get all that done. It looks like they'll do that pretty quick, to be fair. Somebody else has dropped out because it's boring. Oh no, day 6 claims its first victim. Somebody else's task is out of reach. No, it isn't. It's right there in front of you. It's very much within reach. Somebody else has dropped out because it's boring. It's all going wrong. Oh, dearie me. Okay, right. Remove the blueprinting thing. How can you make schools interesting? What do you guys need to make it interesting? What's a fun thing? What I mean, do you want televisions or what? I don't know. Do you want me to put some games consoles round? I mean, given the computers are looking like this at this point in time, I don't know what kind of games consoles we're going to have. I mean, what's that? Sort of a late 90s computer, possibly? It's got the big CRT sort of monitors and a tower stack. It looks like it has a floppy disk drive. Somebody else has dropped out because of a lack of toilet cubicles. So, I mean, what consoles would be around at this point? N64s? I could get some N64s and throw them around if that's of interest to you. The good news is that those bits are in. They've got the kind of room structures in. Yes, we've got no carpets or flooring or anything, but all that stuff is in place. Unfortunately, our money is absolutely plummeting. Weren't we on like 3.5 grand a day at one point? We were on 3.5 grand a day. I'm fairly certain when we started this, we had a lot more income than that. But yes, as each person leaves, as each student decides to leave, this comes down. And that's bad. And I might need to stop spending money because if too many more students leave, we are not going to have an income and we're actually going to go into a deficit and it will start impacting our monies just here, which is a bad thing. That is a bad thing. Also, do students really leave that much? Is that how many students leave a school each year? I'm not really sure it is. I think that might be an excessive amount. I thought maybe 1 or 2 might leave. You know, some students might leave because of, their family is moving, to a new area or whatever. I don't really know. Would a student just come in and go, I'm leaving because the school is boring. Goodbye. So where are you going to go? You're going to go to another school because this one is a bit boring. Okay, fine, if it's their choice. But yeah, I wouldn't have thought that the rate of attrition for that would be that high. But do you know what? It is what it is. It's academia. We're still playing it. It's in development and stuff. It's still being worked on. It's all fun. It's all lovely. It's academia. That's all we need to say. Academia has its weird sort of foibles and ways round of doing things, and this is currently one of those slightly sort of those slightly obscure things that they might improve in the future. I guess they might sort of wear down that thing. They might bring down that number, whatever the sort of algorithm is that calculates whether people want to leave the school. Maybe they'll tweak that and just, lessen their desire to leave because the school is allegedly a bit boring. Now, we have got 3.5 grand. What we could do now is, I think, let's go to build. Let's demolish that wall there, And then we need to get ourselves the carpet, which is the teal. So bring that down there, 360, put that across to there, and then let's get ourselves a brick wall and put that there, because otherwise all the children are going to run outside and start weeing in the fields again. Just going to go out and, commune with nature once more. So we need to stop them doing that. I think they're going to put all the flooring in first, which is fine. I don't mind them putting in all the flooring. And then we've got to get all those 4 rooms with flooring in. They've left that wall section in for some obscure reason. I don't know why, which is a little bit irritating again. But okay, fine. You leave that as it is. Oh, look. He built the wall, or she, whoever it was. Who was it? Who was it? Who are you? Michaela. She built the wall section and she was on the inside. Yes. Okay, that's very encouraging. I like that. I wonder if that's a change they made, because in one of the previous videos, one of the developers did comment and said, oh yes, apologies for the mindset of the builders, because they did often build themselves outside. They build a wall and kind of lock themselves out. Maybe they've changed that. So when they build a wall, it's always on this sort of the inside edge or whatever. I mean, I don't know how they would determine what the inside is, where there's carpet or something. I don't know. But whatever the case, they built that and then they came back into the main body of the school, which is excellent news. Now, can we get ourselves the flooring in for these things? Can we get the classroom floors in? I bet we can't. I bet we can't get them all in. 540. Yeah, dot that. Put that one in there. Put one in there. Put one in there. Yeah, we're not going to be able to get them all in. So that'll do. Oh, no, we might be able to, We can just get that in. Okay, our funds are very low. But again, that's pretty good going. Because then when we get to the build phase at the end of year 8, when we get our payoff for our performance, which hopefully should be pretty good, when we get that, we don't have to spend the money on building this. We can build other things. We could maybe go and sort out what's going to go into those rooms over there. Or we could start working on the new cafeteria. Or we could build this bit up here. I mean, yes, we need to get the desks and stuff in. We need to get the desks and, the chalkboards and all that kind of stuff. But at least that is all down, which is going to be a great help when it does come to the build phase. But right now, again, we haven't got too much to do. 366 students remaining. How many are going to be here at the end of day 7? I do not know. Let us sit back and find out. I'm just going to put it out there. Our kids are doing some excellent learning at the minute. Look at this. It's day 7. We've still got day 8 and 9 left to fill their heads with knowledge. Look how good they are. These have got, their lowest is 90 in PE. The sophomores have got a low of, that's just gone up. So it was 87. Now it's 90 in history. The juniors, 86 in history. And the seniors' lowest is 91 in history. It seems that history might be a bit of an issue for us. But that's only in day 7. We've still got day 8 and 9 left. Even if they get, 3 points in each. I would expect a full year of passes for everybody. I think everybody should succeed because the numbers are just so high. Maybe somebody will fail the occasional exam here or there, but I would expect most people to come out of this with flying colours. Look at the stats. That is very, very encouraging. I'm liking this. Also, all these are not too bad either. Fun is coming down. I mean, increased by hanging out in common areas and special rooms during free time. When we have got 2 fairly big common areas, maybe that common area needs some more tables or whatever putting into it. But still, it's a big old space. I think maybe we'll put some more stuff in. A bullying incident. Oh, no. No. Did you get caught? No, you're getting food. One person, she's going to the loo. And that person's getting food. Okay, fine. There we go. 2 different things to do after the bullying incident. One's going to the loo. One's going to grab a bite to eat. But okay, right. Let's, again, sit back. Let's wait. Let's see what the attrition is at the end of day 7. It's looking pretty good at the minute. Still got 366 people. Let's see if that holds in, 3 hours' time or so. So it came down to 364, which is a bit of a shame. Look at the year 3s. They're down to 85. That is not good. We're missing 11. 11 of the year 3s, 11 juniors have abandoned our school, the traitors. It's just not good enough, is it? So it's the higher years, the earlier years, the freshmen and the sophomores are sticking with us. There's only 1 missing from each of those. But the other ones, that's some pretty high rates there. 11 of the juniors have gone and 7 of the seniors have abandoned. That's not very encouraging at all, is it? It's just not good. But there we go. Day 7 is completing. Get a bit of money from that. We'll see what we can do. See whether we can get any sort of tables and chairs and things in. I don't think we'll get a lot in. But if we get paid a little bit, we'll see what we can do. So let's go into here. grab ourselves some objects, classrooms. Let's go to, they're in the bottom right, aren't they? In these, they're sort of the room that faces this way. They're oriented like this. So drop those in, get the chalkboards in front of the doors like that. And the chairs where it gets kind of costly. So 720. Yes, I'm not going to be able to do all of them. I'm going to leave it at that for the minute. We'll see if by the end of the day again, and also 364 students, let's keep an eye on what this drops to today. But maybe at the end of the day, we'll have enough money from the cafeteria sort of stuff and the vending machine income to get the rest of those tables in. Because that'd be really good. If we could get those in, that would be a nice sort of investment, because when we get paid at the end of the year, we don't have to build these. They're already all in and ready for us, and we can concentrate our monies on other things. But yeah, at the minute, it's not going to happen. We haven't got enough money to fill in the last 2 rooms. So again, I shall sit back and I shall wait. And they've left one chair just there on its own without being built, which is a little bit strange. It did complain that something was inaccessible. I think that's nonsense. But there we go. Right, we'll put that back in. Let's see if a builder rushes in and completes this urgently. No. Oh, there you go. Yes, you are. There you go. One of you is running in, whoever you are. Michaela Divide. There you go. You put a chair together. Well done. Right, back I go to sitting down and having some tea. This is lovely. Okay, I think it's nearly time for the students to get booted out at the end of day 8. And we lost 3. And all 3 were because the school is boring. So nobody is now leaving because of the lack of toilets. I don't know if just adding in some extra toilet zones, not necessarily the amount of toilets that are in those zones, but just those zones, has kind of rectified that. I don't know if it's met the conditions of whatever the students need for the amount of toilets, but now it's becoming boredom that is the issue. So that's quite hard to deal with. That's quite a hard thing to deal with. I'm not really sure how best we can do that. We can always put another couple of rooms in over here, to have another couple of those rooms, but look at the amount of money we're getting per day. It's 983. It's come down so much. So I'm not going to do anything with these rooms because I don't think we're going to have enough money to do anything. We've only got one day anyway. So day 9 is the last day of the year. We'll get that done. I think what we'll do is we'll finish day 9. We'll get our money. We'll see how well we do with our nice exams. Yeah, hopefully we'll do very, very well. In fact, if we just take a quick nosy at how that's going to look. How is everyone doing? Motivation seems pretty good. Oh, look at this. It's beautiful. That is lovely. That is lovely. That is excellent. That is excellent. So the lowest number we've got is the juniors history, which was on 95 and it's gone up to 96, even though it's 6:30 in the morning. So it's back down to 95, is it? Okay, it's fine. Who knows what's going on with history for the juniors? But that's the lowest one we've got, 95. That is very, very high. And the freshmen's 104 of the 6 subjects. This is brilliant. Yep, 300s there for the seniors. We've got 100 for the juniors and no 100s for the sophomores, but they're all on 98 or 99, which again is very, very good. So I think at the end of this day, we're going to have some excellent exam results. We're going to have some brilliant results. It is just a shame that people are still dropping out. Do you know what? We probably can afford to get those chairs in. Let's just get these done. There we go. One lot and one lot, and they're all sorted. Delinquent students been set straight. Lovely. Right, the builders will come and get all these sort of chairs put in. Again, there's not really that much for us to do right now. We haven't got enough money to invest in anything exciting. So, do you know what we could do? This is the most exciting we're going to do. Let's repair a toilet cubicle. Oh, joy. Happy days. There we go. That's what you come to this for. That's what you come to academia for. Toilet repairs. The exciting world of toilet repairs. So, there we go. So, that's now in. They're all done. Apart from, again, they've forgotten to do this one chair. This is becoming a bit of a problem, isn't it? This is becoming a little bit of a sort of a bug that I could do without because it's just a little bit fiddly. You have to sort of, you zone something out and they just forget. They do that with the walls as well sometimes. They just don't build all the walls. But okay, fine. We'll sort that out. Student chair, not that one, but that one, please. Exactly the same type of chair in exactly the same place. If you could finish that, that would be marvellous. And then it's just a case of seeing how many people drop out and then what happens at the end of year 8. So 361 students at present. Let's come back nearer to the end of the day and we'll see how many have jumped ship. It's heading up to 4 p.m. on the last day of year 8 and we've only had 2 dropouts, one for a perceived lack of toilets. We've had 3 dropouts. Damn you, Charlie. It's a bit silly to drop out right at the end of the year, isn't it? Surely you just hang on for a bit because that's it now. It's all done. That's the end of the year. So, all right, 3 dropouts then. 2 because of boredom and 1 because of a perceived lack of toilets. Although I think that is now not as much of an issue. Oh no, it's gone up. There's now 4. Not enough urinals for cubicles for peeing or pooing. And yet, yeah, I hate peeing and pooing in the bushes, which you can't do. So I don't understand quite what's going on with that. But yeah, there's far more positives than there are negatives. And everybody else is managing to find places to go to the toilet. So I don't know what's wrong with these kids. Maybe they're not very well sort of toilet trained or whatever. I don't know. In terms of actual sort of scores, everything looks amazing. Look at this. What's the lowest we've got? They're all 99s. A 97 in history for the juniors is the lowest of our scores. That is brilliant. I mean, that didn't go up very much, did it, from when we looked last time? But that's it. The year is done. Everybody's going home. The students are going to go home. The teachers are going to go home soon. Everyone else is running around. Hang on, are you a stewed? Are you a student? Possibly you should going to eat. Really? You're a freshman? What? Why are you going to eat? Where are you going? This is not where you go to eat. Why are you sat in the museum? Are you in detention or something? Why is there just a kid hanging around in the school? It's a little bit strange. Okay, fine. Right, are you leaving now? Yeah, there you go. Bye-bye. Did you enjoy eating? Go home. Go home and have some proper food. Go home and have whatever you call the food you have in the evening. Dinner, tea, I don't know what you call it, but whatever. Go and eat, please. And now we've got ourselves 4,400 monies, which is not too bad. But we're only getting now 623 a day, which is terrible. So we need to get this in. We need to get our end of year stuff done. We need to get the exams done, see how much money we get from that and how well we do. I'll be honest, I'm expecting everybody to pass. I'm expecting no failures at all. Given those numbers there, I'm expecting an absolute, complete 100% pass rate across the board. Right, we've got the transfer grants coming in. Final exams are currently ongoing and... Okay, that is inexplicable. That is Oh no! Oh no, because they've left. So maybe the ones that leave... They still count as being at the school, but they don't do the exam, so they count as a failure. Because are we about 26 down? Yeah, I think we're about 26 down. So I think even if they leave, they don't take the exam, it counts as a failed exam. Oh, that's a little bit harsh. They're not exam results, because the students that left didn't take the exams. Unless that is how it did it. 84. But we did have 84 juniors, didn't we, left? We had 84 because at one point 11 had left, so another one must have gone. So it must have gone down to 84. That's a little bit harsh, academia. That is a little bit harsh. Saying that somebody failed the exam when they didn't take the exam because they left the school months ago, that's a little bit mean, isn't it? Okay, so student results. Yeah, all these people, check that. Yeah, dropped out. That's a little bit harsh, saying they failed their exams when they didn't take them. Seems a little bit extreme, doesn't it? But okay, fine. So all those people dropped out. I imagine everybody that did actually do an exam, oh my goodness, everyone that actually stayed behind is absolutely crushing the exam. Look at it. Look at them all. 100, 100, 100. Oh my goodness me. Did everybody get 100 in everything? Ay, caramba. Oh, no, hang on. No, you let yourself down with a 75 in history there, Pete, but you still passed. Well done. Oh, my goodness me. Look at all the people that passed. Just did so well. Good job, everybody. Look at the results. These are all crazy. Thaddeus Bynum. Thaddeus is a beautiful name. Well done. What a great name. So, yeah, look at this. Okay, everyone did very well. Evaluation, I'm expecting to be number 1 if I'm completely honest. Oh, look, and they've taken the thing away in the background so you can't see where your rank is. Oh, lovely. I kind of get the feeling that maybe the Academia devs are watching these. Hello, Academia devs, if you're watching. How the devil are you? So, right, so we're number 1 by quite some way. Dollar Store School is number 2, even though it doesn't exist anymore. But okay. Oh, and look, an A+. We got A's across the board. We got loads of prestige. We've got 13.5 grand in cash. It's all lovely. And can I just point out cleanliness? A cleanliness of A. Is that the first time that's happened? That might be the first time that's happened in this particular run through. That is excellent. Look at this. That's brilliant. So the nearest real school is 2,497 prestige. We're almost 2,000 prestige ahead of the next best school that isn't the Dollar Store School, which surely can't exist anymore because that was what our school was called once upon a time. So yeah, really, the Davao Spring Falls is almost 2,000 prestige behind us. We are absolutely miles clear. Okay, Let's start the next year and we'll get our money hopefully at some point if it starts build phase. Okay, yep, okay, I'm with you. And let's pause it right there because we're going to finish up for now, but there is quite a bit to do next time. And I'm a little bit concerned about how much sort of attrition there is with the students dropping out due to perceived boredom. I don't really know what else to do apart from give them just a load more of the special rooms. So maybe we start building this bit up over here. I think we'll get this bit done. That would be nice if we could get those bits done. Obviously get some teachers to go into those classrooms. We'll zone those out as official classrooms and stuff. Get this little bit here done. That's 2 extra special rooms. So we could put in, another art room and a library or whatever up there. Make this full. In fact, yeah, maybe we work on that bit actually. Go there. Make those 2 special rooms. Bit of corridor there. Bring that across. Make that a load of more common room area, put more tables and chairs in there, and then get that bit constructed over to there and make these 2 more special rooms. So 4 more special rooms could go in, which I think is going to be a good thing. That's got to be a good thing to help sort of alleviate the boredom. And of course, we'll flesh these out with more toilets and stuff. We'll put more toilets in here and more sinks and what have you, so people can't complain about that quite so much. So yeah, there is plenty to do. There is plenty to do. But yeah, the dropouts are a bit of an issue. Just because of the way it hits your income. Just the way that it hits that income each day, struggling through. What did we end up with at the end there? 900 and something. We had 3.5 grand at one point, down to 900 and something at the end. So yeah, that is quite a serious problem. But I like that. I like the fact that it is in. I just wish that we had a little bit more information about what could alleviate the boredom. But yeah, we'll give that a go. We'll give that a go. We'll try and sort this little sort of corner of the school out over here and see if that makes any difference at all. I do not know if it will, but yeah, it'll be interesting to find out. Hopefully you will find out with me next time out because we're going to finish up for now. If you are still enjoying this, if you're enjoying this very, very lengthy, because we're in year 9 now, Academia playthrough, then please do leave a like. That would be splendid. And also please do subscribe to keep up to date with how we get on here in Academia School Simulator and the Geek Cupboard Academy. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I will see you next time. This fella here, he's slightly ruining the aesthetic of the room. Scared by Mother Nature. Damn you, foliage! I'm going to keep going, even though I have a pressing need to change my trousers. Fellas, did you see who closed the door? Did you see? No? Pile of blood and an arm sticking out the toilet. Buy a bog brush.